90 FM. We're inside the hour 4 and 5, brought to you by ProMac, program for the reduction of maternal and child mortality, protecting mother and child. Now, last week we spoke to Dr. Michael Abrams about the importance of fathers in the lives of their children. And this afternoon we have Camilla McDonald, personal trainer and sports nutritionist, as we want to talk about her motherly, how did it that she went through her pregnancy and how did she prepare? A healthy mommy equals a healthy baby. And fitness is a part of being healthy while pregnant. Contrary to popular belief, when you're pregnant, it is not the time to just eat down the entire world. Eat ananim always. And so we just say big ups to you as per usual. Now, of course, Camilla, you have your beautiful daughter and your health. Where is Martina or one of them, please? Yep, thank you. Your beautiful daughter, and I know that your pregnancy is one that, a lot of people look at you, would never believe that you have a child. Like, where she have the child through? Like, she inhaler and exhaler, where she have the child through? But of course, I know that, training for you is of paramount importance. So talk to us a little bit about, the importance of being healthy and being fit during pregnancy.
Well, I was blessed with the opportunity of going through my own overweight experience before pregnancy.
Yes.
And so I think by the time I got pregnant, I was so conditioned and so ready to have a fit pregnancy.
Yes.
That really is what describes my entire 9 months.
Yes.
Right up until the day I delivered, I was running on a treadmill.
Wow.
Literally. I was walking up a hill this steep. I had Kaylani in Berkeley, California, because I was in grad school.
Yes.
And so I had her in February and graduated in May.
Wow.
So fitness, being healthy, being able to be energized and eating the foods that would be able to sustain me and my baby,
yes,
which was paramount for me, especially at that time, was very, very important. So, it's unfortunate that there's this big misconception, which you just addressed, that when you're pregnant, that's when you can
dash out.
Let go.
Yes.
Because
you're eating for two.
You're eating for two.
Yes.
Which is right. You understand? So I think the recommendation is to increase the calorie intake, especially after your first trimester, by 350 calories. And then by your third trimester, you need to increase by 450 calories. However, at the same time, you need to be increasing in your level of activity.
Yes.
Remember that, being physically active, whether you're pregnant or not, has so many benefits to your mood. Just think about how many hormonal changes are going on in pregnancy. Like, your emotions are up, down, roller coaster, all over the place. You understand, you're feeling a lot more tired. Your load and the weight that you're carrying is so much heavier.
Yes.
And so exercising regularly, with caution and precaution, is very important. It helps you to manage not just the couple of months and the 9 months in pregnancy, but also during labor.
Yes.
And also to help you snap back.
Yes.
So you understand, you can ask them which part the baby come true.
Yes,
right?
yeah.
I would say maybe 6 weeks after pregnancy, I already fit back into pre-pregnancy clothes.
Wow.
I was not playing around.
Yes.
Because, as I said, I had already had my overweight scare.
Yes.
And, I did balance. I think I did find a good balance because I did give in to cravings. And, we're human.
Yes.
Right? So what is life? We don't get pregnant 10, 20 times.
Right.
Well,
some of us. Yes,
most
of us. Right.
So, I enjoyed my pregnancy.
Yeah.
I enjoyed my pregnancy, and I know I did so because I was mentally, emotionally, and physically working on my health.
So I know that for different people it will be different things, and I would advise any pregnant woman, mommy to be, who is going to embark on like a physical exercise regime, to of course consult with your obstetrician gynecologist, with your doctor, before you even take up a weight or go on anything at all, because different women have different complications and stuff like that. So I would not advise any pregnant mother to just go go into a gym by herself
Absolutely
and
not.
take that
No,
on
no, no,
by
no, no,
herself.
That's
But just generally speaking, Camilla, like what, even at home, what are some light things that women can do to just be active, to be fit,
right.
and to be healthy?
So you said it perfectly. The first step that you take is, you consult your physician first.
Yes.
You make sure that you are not having a complicated pregnancy.
Yes.
With any, conditions for potential preeclampsia.
Yes.
Gestational diabetes, which actually is exercise and regular activity helps to reduce that.
Okay.
However, you want to get full clearance.
Yes.
Before anything else. The second thing that a lot of women don't realize is that it's very important to warm up. Very, very, very important to warm up first. Our internal temperature and, our ligaments, our joints, everything becomes a little more loose.
Yes.
During pregnancy because of all the hormonal changes that are going on. And so your risk for injury is a lot higher during pregnancy.
Yes.
So you want to be careful about that as well.
Yes.
So once you've warmed up, and again, after you've gotten clearance, things like walking. People underestimate the huge benefits of just walking.
Yeah.
And there's doctors speak about this all the time. You do the breath test, like if you're the talk test, I'm sorry. So if you are not able to speak while you're working out, then you have gone a little bit overboard.
Okay.
So, and I'm somebody, you've seen my workouts
yes.
before. I'm all about high intense interval training, baby. Like,
yes.
Intense.
Push.
Give it your all. You only have 1 hour, just go. In pregnancy, that's not really the time to do that. You actually have to stop, pause, take some breaths, work on your breathing.
Yeah.
It's very important when you start to feel overheated, which is very, very possible because of the same hormonal changes. We overheat a lot easier, and so for countries in the Caribbean like Jamaica, that's one of the things that we have to care about.
Yes.
Because if you are, too heated,
yes.
that actually can affect your growing baby.
Yes.
So things like that, things like not lying on your back after the first trimester.
Okay.
Because what happens is that you put way too much pressure, your uterus, because you're becoming heavier and heavier. When you lie on your back, what happens is that you put pressure on one of the main veins called the vena cava, which now can potentially cut off the oxygen to the fetus. It can cut off oxygen to you. So, there are all of these things that you need to consider.
Yeah.
So I would say take it light, walk. Swimming is awesome because it's low impact.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about your joints.
Yeah.
And, again, your risk
or falling.
for injury, falling.
Yeah.
If you're somebody who usually likes to bike or cycle, you wanna work on the stationary bike.
Yes.
Because again, you don't have to worry about your balance. Your balance and your coordination is totally thrown off in pregnancy. So you want to work on that as well. So stationary bike is awesome. Swimming is awesome. What else is good? Yoga.
Yes.
Is excellent for mothers who are pregnant and expectant mothers, especially because it helps with the breathing.
Yes, and it helps to calm them down.
It helps to calm you down. I mean, just think about the different changes that are going on.
Yeah.
Right? And so, we want to stay away from this misconception that you can't exercise in pregnancy.
Yes.
And that is the time that you just kind of let go and you're just done with everything and you just start nyam down.
It's a free-for-all. That's a misconception. Does not work like that at all. Camilla McDonald, personal trainer and sports nutritionist, right here on Miss Kitty Live. We're inside the hour, brought to you by ProMac, program for the reduction of maternal and child mortality, protecting mother and child. This is Nationwide 90 FM on an Island Tuesday, and we're going on till 5 o'clock. So Camilla, talk to me, because you have a big family. You're from a big family, and I see your mommy, your dad, your sisters, your brother. It's a whole to-do. And talk to us about how important, just having that family support and that support system during pregnancy was for you.
So important. I was just discussing that right before this interview. I would say that that's one of the benefits that we have in Jamaica. It's such a close-knit community. It takes a village to raise a child.
Yes.
And it takes a village to be able to go through those kind of changes that you're experiencing during pregnancy as a woman. And so I was blessed to be able to come from a family who, as I said, is very close-knit, very, very supportive. My brother was with me in California during the entire process. I actually shot clips of, or led up to shooting a fitness pregnancy DVD, which never got released.
Yes.
But my brother was the one shooting and doing all of it. He was running around handling the cravings for me.
Yes.
There in California, and my entire family flew up. So my mom came from Ethiopia. She was working with UNICEF at the time in Ethiopia. My sister from Jamaica. Everybody flew up, and so I was able to experience that with everybody. And there's just a lot of emotional changes that are going on in pregnancy, and it's very important that we kind of transmit the right energy to our fetus, our baby, because they feel it.
Yes.
They experience what we are experiencing, and so it's important to, not just think about physical fitness, but also emotional wellness.
Nice.
And, feel happy, feel supported.
Yes.
So if you don't
feel calm.
If you don't have that luxury of, a large family who is supporting you, their friends, their grandparents, their, in Jamaica, everybody know everybody. You understand? And that's what I love about our culture. Everybody help everybody.
Well, we're Inside the Hour, brought to you by ProMac, our program for the reduction of maternal and child mortality, protecting mother and child. Dr. Michael Abrams. Abrams is here with me today, and Mrs. Marion Waysome McIntyre from last week, project manager. Good afternoon to you, lady and gentlemen. Welcome as well. Again, how are you?
You're fine.
How are you, Marion?
Back again.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Yeah, thanks.
People are saying, oh my God, they enjoyed Michael last week. I'm like, he's great like that.
So I had to bring him back.
Yes. Round 2 and 3. So last week, Doc, we're talking about the importance of fathers in the lives of their children and in the lives of the mother, the pregnant, mother, and their role. Because sometimes a lot of men see it as, okay, that's their thing, so I have contributed the sperm and my part is done and over, so let me just tuck away myself until such time. But as you have told us, Doc, last week, that it is very important for men to be there and be very integral in the pregnancy process and even after the baby gets there. So, Doc, some men are very apprehensive and scared, frightened about holding the baby because they think that, oh my God, the baby is going to crush up, they're going to hurt the child. Oh my God. What's a good way to get the man involved and just to reassure them that the baby is actually going to be okay?
A good way is for pregnant women to attend antenatal classes, prenatal classes. There are different types.
Yes.
You've heard about Lamaze classes.
Yeah, what's that about,
Lamaze
Doc?
is a special type of class that prepares you for labor, especially when you're breathing and pushing. Lamaze is named after someone. But you have different types of antenatal. You have different types of antenatal classes.
Okay.
But if they accompany them to antenatal classes, it helps them to prepare for not just labor and delivery, but care of the newborn.
Yes.
And it's important for men to join the spouses when they go to these classes.
Mm-hmm.
It helps them to bond with the baby from even before.
Yes.
It helps them to be less apprehensive. And I think it's a very good idea for them to go. When I have patients having the first child, for example, I would tell them it's a good idea. I strongly recommend that the man accompanies them, because when people hear about prenatal classes, they think about, it's Lamaze class, it's going to tell you how to breathe and push. But it's a lot more than that. It's about nutrition in pregnancy. It's about your whole mindset in pregnancy, management of labor, delivery, breastfeeding, what happens if you have an emergency like a cesarean section, care of the newborn, a lot of stuff like that. But it's important for the father to be involved, because this fatherless issue is a very serious issue.
Yeah.
And men should be involved from before. It's not just having sex and leaving.
Yes.
And I'm kind of on a mission to promote this father thing.
Yes.
Definitely. But it's important for them to be around.
Well, I mean, you have our support, you have my support, because I've long been preaching about it. As I've said, my tagline is, if I'm good enough to bear your child, I'm good enough to bear your last name. I'm not upon the baby mother concubine living, and I'm not shacking up. I'm not doing that. So, if you're not top one or you're gonna commitment answer, just allow my ovaries, my general. Just breeze me, and just make my ovaries them rest. You hear me? I tell you, just bail.
What does that mean?
Breeze me, just allow my body, allow it.
I misinterpreted that.
Really, Michael. In terms of the actual delivery, when the man is there, does that make a difference?
Big difference.
Yeah.
Big difference. And I usually encourage men to be there during labor and the delivery process itself. Some men can't deal with it.
Yes.
To be honest, some people are just can't manage seeing their partners in pain.
Yes.
And they can't manage the sight of blood.
Yeah.
But my philosophy is that if you impregnate a woman and you choose not to be around, you're a real waste man, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Because labor can be a difficult process to go through. So I normally encourage the fathers to be there, and the vast majority of them are there.
Yeah.
I encourage them to cut the umbilical cord.
Nice.
Because I tell them, to try to, finish what they start.
Yeah.
I'm kind of unorthodox. So like the last delivery I did a few days ago, I actually took off my gloves and took pictures of the father with the baby and the spouse and her mom.
Aww.
Because it sounds like a simple thing, but to have a picture of the father with the baby when the baby just came out is very important.
True.
Even psychologically for that child.
Yes.
But my daddy was there when I came out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And many times, for example, interested fathers there's a card to be taking pics.
Yeah.
That they're not in the pics themselves.
True.
But when the baby just came out and all this stuff is on the child, So I encourage that, and most of them will come.
I like that. I gotta tell you, Dr. Abraham, such a wonderful human being. I would like that, and we have to push those things. That is ought to be there. Marion, talk to us about again, we're here talking from a medical perspective as to what are the things that men should do, how involved they should be, and the importance thereof. But from a social perspective, how is the National Family Planning Board promoting that thrust?
Well, we're promoting that thrust through these kind of mediums. So we are coming on the radio, we are doing our campaigns, we were trying to just help everyone to realize it's a family effort. It should not just be the woman going through this process, but men should be on board.
Yes.
However, this week, we understand last week everybody was excited about the man and the father coming on board and joining in. But this week we wanted to really zoom in on some other aspects of pregnancy, because we want all the women who are in childbearing age to know that there's some other things that they need to pay keen attention to. So we weren't here earlier when you mentioned physical activity.
Yes.
So I don't know if it's possible, now that we have Dr. Abrahams here with us, that we could probably just give some more information regarding that, because I know there's a myth that once you get pregnant, you should not be physically active.
Right.
And we want to really debunk that, because we need our women to try as best as possible to get active, especially if they were active before, to continue.
Right.
And if you were not active, no problem. There's stuff that you can do during this time now to try to get your activity level up. So, I don't know if it's possible for Dr.
Of course it is possible. Dr. Abrams bright on these things. Hello.
Brilliant.
And I've prefaced the discussion. I actually, that's what Camilla and I were talking about, being physically active and doing some exercises, because some women take pregnancy as the grand opportunity
to get lazy.
To eat everything in sight, because my belly done big already. Hello. I don't like say, I can't wear a waist trainer right now, so might as well I just broke out. Up into the pastas them, bag of lobster, bag of swims, bag of everything. And of course I can have the excess, but I have the craving.
Yes.
I have to have it.
And they want to stay in bed all the time, and hubby must do everything.
And I want to lie down and watch All Day Lifetime and watch Snapped and just eat, right?
And the other thing is that exercise helps with those roller coaster of emotions.
Yeah.
It really does.
Well, Doc, come talk to us, because a lot of women, say, Miss Kitty, listen, I'm pregnant, I'm doing this, I'm carrying this load. Please, can y'all give me a break? I don't want to be in the gym right now. How important is physical activity vis-a-vis exercise or just movement during pregnancy?
Or sexual activity. Miss Kitty.
Or that. Yeah. Me don't know about that, Marianne. Marianne, you push it right now. But don't pregnant, you stress me out again, Marianne.
Exercise is good.
Me don't know about it, Marianne. That's too much. Me not tell a lie. Worse if I them kind of man there. But the one-eyed serpent up and up. There. That's too much.
Serpent up and up. That's all I heard. I ripped it off. All right. Before I say anything else, and I'll be honest about this. I mean, I tell people I don't